Che cosa nella sua formazione l'ha aiutata a fare il lavoro che fa, a lottare nel modo in cui lotta?
I think there are two streams of training that have helped me a lot. One is my training in physics, and the biotech industry is desperate to prove I didn't study physics. They keep removing my physics degrees from Wikipedia as if that can take away what I have learned.
It's in there, I checked this morning.
It's back again?
It's back again.
Okay. The fact that I very consciously chose to study quantum physics and then went in to study the foundations of quantum theory to understand the real meaning. What does this leap out of mechanistic thought mean? What has helped me in my work is the recognition that everything is connected. My thesis was on non-locality and non-separability in quantum theory. Even in physics, we know everything is connected. At this point, biology, which is about connection, shouldn't be going to a physics of 100 years old. It's such an error. The second thing that quantum theory teaches us is there aren't fixed things. Newton had to construct this idea of God making the world as immutable particles that can't be changed. Creation made a very living world that's constantly changing and evolving and adapting. And the world is potential. It is not fixed things. So the idea of potential is at the heart of quantum theory. And having learned that, I realize when I plant a seed which might be that small, in it is the potential of the tree that it's going to become. In it is the potential of a crop that's going to feed us. But it also recognizes that every person has potential. And we make people behave stupid or smart according to what feedback we give. I know there are schools that give different blazers to kids according to the grades they get. But the grades they get depend partly on the food they eat. If you're eating poisons, your brain functioning is going to be harmed. It's wrong to essentialize stupidity into human beings when stupidity is a result of the environment of which we are a part. It's not intrinsic to us. And linked with this is the fact that when we have potential, you can go this way or that. When it's fixed, it's just going to sit there. Now, the options of potentials gives you an indeterminism. Out of that comes the idea of free will. That it's up to me to shape the context of my potential, the potential of that blade of grass, the potential of the community of which I am a part, and the potential of the entire earth through the actions I take. So, uncertainty probably. And the other very, very beautiful learning from quantum theory, that the mechanistic world was about either and or. You're either a particle or a wave. No. In quantum theory, you can be both. But the other teaching I received was both from nature, the fact that I grew up in the forests of the Himalaya, as well as the later teachings from the Chipko women who came out to say, we're going to hug the trees and you'll have to kill us before you kill the trees. I learned so much of my ecological teachings from there, including the teachings of biodiversity, of ecological interconnectedness, and the stream of interconnectedness from quantum theory, combined with the stream of interconnectedness in ecology. And these streams are what have stood by me. The beauty of it is that what they provide is principles. And those principles work in every context. So I was able to do a study for our Ministry of Environment to show that calcium rocks in the mountains, which were being valued only for their mineral value, which was expressed when the stone was taken out of the hills, that stone was a water reservoir, it was an aquifer. And the water and the limestone were connected. And as long as the mountain had the limestone, it provided water. Water provided irrigation and economy. And we were able to show that leaving the limestone in the hill provided a bigger economy. Those were the kinds of derived works that then led to so much of what I've done, including the more recent work we've done on shifting the calculation from yield of commodities in agriculture, which is not bringing food to people, to measuring nutrition per acre and wealth per acre. We call it health per acre and wealth per acre. All of it comes from those two streams. And the two streams taught me one more lesson, that my PhD in physics was not higher than the learning of the women in the forest. They had not been to school. And so it taught me humility. It taught me respect. It taught me to take everyone's knowledge into account.